Welcome to the Creepy Metal Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Creepy Metal Podcast. We are on Season 1, Episode 21.
233.
Yeah, this is a gal named Stephanie.
Stephanie
And,
Will.
Yeah, hey, great to see you guys. We are doing another episode here. How's your week been, Steph? What's been going on?
Well, I've been trying to do podcasting. I don't know if you know about that. That's the in thing to do.
I know one or two things about it.
You know a lot because I've been asking him all these questions. So I've been trying to get into a job perspective, always trying to make money, which I'm not making money because, I'm not getting paid to get trained. But it's still, I got to do it. I got to do this because I want to learn about how do you do podcasting? How do you do marketing? How do you do that? Because I haven't been on that I know anything about. It's overwhelming for me.
There were those adult sites in the early 90s, but you said not to talk about those.
That's radio, not podcasting. Podcasting is the newest and latest. So, I don't know if you know about, but I got into that. I'm also trying to push my happy hangers. I invented a hanging because I got a lot of clothes in a small closet, and I don't like the plastic ones that just, they break. I know. How heavy are my shirts? I know.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Do those fit for your skeletons as well?
Yeah.
In your closet?
Skeleton closet. That's Halloweeny. We're in September still. So I've been trying to create that. So I did have a fun time finding someone that can make that happen.
Oh my God, that's such a funny story.
Definitely, he's been through sewing for many years and creating and things. So I found him, of course, on Craigslist. Yeah, no, I look really hard.
This is a crazy story, you guys.
So I had been telling him, hey, if you're interested, and he's been gung-ho, he wants to do this, and he even creates a nice little set that he can already have it made perfect. He's a perfectionist. So anyway, I get in because I couldn't do it, and he's been pounding me, when am I going to get the webbing and the stuff that we need? I want to start. So I finally went 2 days ago, Friday.
And a very nice older man. A very nice older retired gentleman. Yeah, you said he was in his 70s or 80s.
Yes.
A very nice, old, distinguished looking, with his wife.
Yes.
A very
For 57 years, they just told me. I just learned this.
It wasn't 5 to 7 years?
No.
Okay.
No. So they definitely have been through a lot, but they work well together.
Yeah, they have. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. Wait till you get the punchline on this one.
So I gotta be honest, I really didn't want him to do it because he was asking a little bit more money than I wanted to spend on manufacturing with him, and stuff. But I said, no, Steph, he's really gung-ho, he's trying, he needs money badly. And I said, okay, let's do it. So I literally saw him on Friday, even though I was busy. I still did it, and I kept saying that I want to put together a really nice, a whole presenting of the website. I just want to get everything done. Mm-hmm. So as I'm trying to leave, because I said, hey, just do this and this. You can start it whenever you want, no pressure, I want to show you, and then he's bringing out stuff a lot. The whole time, for days that I've been around him, he has brought me, I could also do, because I did say I had a bikini line. So he was showing me bikinis. I can make bikinis. I can do this.
A fire on each nipple.
Well, probably will. Or on my ass. So he was telling me he can sew and make things. So he always would show me, bring it to my attention of these, 1920s or 1940s.
Had to been the 40s.
1940s.
Had to been.
Well, it doesn't matter what age he is. He just loves, to show me that he did create these really big. Remember the corset? I don't remember, but he was training me. You know, you suck in your waistline.
You got to do the corset. And you got to zip it up in the back.
Yeah, you got to zip it up and try to really. The women back in the day had to suck it in and look as tight as they can. They can barely breathe, and they're going to be roasting.
They have those now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, that at Walmart. You just buy those sucking things
No, they're actually
like it's shapers.
No, they're actual corsets. You can order them online.
Really?
And then
how do you know this?
I've been around women who.
Anyway, here's what the story is going.
Here's a bigger question: how do I
he
get
wants
those
to
off?
show. he
There's a trick
keeps
to get them
showing
off there,
me
guys.
them.
I may show that one on a different.
Okay, yeah, in a different podcast.
One hand too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as keeps always showing, because I'm thinking maybe he wants to make dresses, because I have other dresses. I've said bikinis and dresses and stuff. But he's always showing me. He's bringing them out, and they're gigantic skirt, really thick, heavy, and everything. So I'm just like going, oh, okay, you know. And I always go with the flow and go, wow, that is incredible, because it is. I couldn't make it
from the 40s.
So, yeah, and
50s.
he makes this happen. So this time, though, what was interesting is his wife was talking a lot. And she was saying, oh, yeah. So as he's showing me the skirt and the corset and everything, she literally goes, oh, you're looking, you know, it's getting tight, because you used to be able to just show it, you know, wrapped and everything. You could zip it and all this shit.
Talking to him about his corset.
Yeah, so like saying like, oh, you're gonna, and the guy is so thin. I have to admit, he's much smaller and thinner than I am, like built.
Shit, you're thin.
No, not really. I'm a big girl.
You're muscular. You're muscular girl.
But he's smaller than me, right? So I just kind of go, okay. But then he's really wanting to show me on his website, on his computer. Oh, I had this woman that could draw these dresses. So he's showing me. I wasn't getting it. I just go, yes, you can create them. You're great. I just want to get the fuck out. I was just like, I gotta go. So anyway, but I was nice, and I go, wow, that photo is good. Wow, she's very talented at drawing. And it's these big dresses, you know, really, you know, back in the day. I wasn't getting it, and then all of a sudden he goes, oh, I want to show you this one dress. It was amazing. It was the best of the best, right? So he got excited to show me this big dress that was really, really dolled up made, you know, big, you know, arms, shoulders,
yeah.
And it was big, kind of like back in my day in the prom. You know. But anyway, so he said, oh, there's a photo of that. So I'm looking at the dress, right? And I'm noticing there's an Abe, you know, President Abe guy dressed up.
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, he had the hat, black hat, and things. Right. And I see this brown dress, and I go, wow, it's just gorgeous. Oh my God, it's stunning. And I kept looking closer and closer, and that's when I go, oh, Stephanie, wait, oh my God, you're now getting it after days and weeks that I've seen this guy showing me dresses. Oh, ding.
That lady had a 5 o'clock shadow.
All of a sudden, I'm looking again at Abe and the woman wearing this elaborate dress, and I go, oh my, it was not Will, but the guy sitting beside me, it was him. He loves to wear, he makes them and wears dresses. And here's how I just was like in shock, but going like, you look great, like, wow, this is incredible. And his wife is in the back, and she comes out and she goes, yes, he does look better in dresses. He loves dresses. I don't even like dresses. This is what she goes, I don't even like wearing them. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. I get it now. Wow. He is a very older gentleman. I think he said he's 77.
Right.
And he's always loved wearing it, the dresses. So it wasn't just wanting to create them. It was him wearing them. And I was just thinking he liked creating and selling them to women, you know what I mean, to make money. Like my grandma used to do that. That was her job, wedding dresses. That's how she made money for us. But he's so anyway, that was my week. How about you?
And the cool part was the car advice? He gave you some advice about coolants.
After I left, I kind of was like in shock and I just wanted to go. So after I was nice and left, I got it, and he's following me to my car. And he literally, as I sit in the car, I want to show you this. I want to show you this. I'm going, okay, sure. And he's going, okay, look, as you're looking into the driving side, right in the front, you're going to see. And I'm going, yes, that's cold. H, hot. I said, yeah, I know. And then I'm going, why is he telling me that? And he goes, anytime that you have any car problems, always make sure it's in the middle. That line is in the middle. Stop me. So I'm going, okay, thank you. I don't know what happened there.
That was quite and guys, when she told me this, I had to like pause and breathe for a minute because it was like a little much. Because I'm still thinking, she's paying this guy to put these products together for her, and that's where my mind is, right? And so then the rest of this is, what
does dresses have to do with the story, so
it was a very interesting story.
Because it really was, like, to me, I just wanted, okay, great dresses, you're incredibly creative, wow. But then, now I'm going to look at him a little
alternative lifestyle. But here's the thing, they make it last for how many years? 57 years?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, there's a lot of acceptance and forgiveness and tolerance.
I just loved it because, you know, of course, my bad mind, I'm going,
I know what you're thinking already.
Is she the man in sex, or like, I don't know, like what did they do? Like, I don't, you know, my sex ding 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 goes, well, this is what kept them 57 years. Never bored.
They make it work. That's
so don't bore.
Yeah.
Your whore or your people, your whoever you're with.
Yeah. You don't want to bore your whore.
So what'd you do?
Let's see. I've been sick all week. I didn't know I was sick, but I've had bronchitis. I'm slightly better. I'm not contagious. Oh, we already been through that. I'm not contagious. I'm some meds, so you may notice some puffiness right here. I'm getting better. I apologize for my voice, you guys over there in Radio Land. That wasn't me. That was her. So yeah, I'm feeling much better. Hopefully, I'll be 100%. Why? Because we are doing something cool for our band next weekend.
Music video.
We're shooting a music video.
Yeah, we're gonna make it fun.
Right. Well, from our videographer through the record.
And we're gonna bring my guy, the dress guy.
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So.
Has everybody noticed he doesn't have a mustache?
Oh yeah, I don't have a mustache. Yeah.
He removed a mustache. Yeah.
Yeah. Steph
so
said,
give him a good compliment because he looks younger.
Steph said I had to get rid of that.
So now I'm gonna wear a mustache.
She's gonna wear the mustache.
I'll be the younger person.
Yeah, the younger person. You know, because I already look younger than I was anyway. So now you're telling me I look even younger than that because that's what I've heard. So now I look like what? I'm 30.
26.
No shit. Damn.
Well, you tell the comment. You tell him. What do you think? With mustache or without?
Well, I've already been told without, so I'm going without. So we're gonna make.
Some chick said, "Bring it on, bring the hair."
There was
it.
There was a couple of women who said they liked me with it, but I would say on the whole.
I bet they're hairy themselves.
I don't know. Haven't gone there. Wouldn't know.
Hairy,
Haven't gone there. Nope. I don't know. I haven't gone there. Nope. Anyhow, so that's what's been happening with me. Been sick. So slowly getting better.
Still gonna music video.
We're doing the music video. Yeah, writing new tunes. We got some new freaking tunes that we're finally doing. So you're gonna love this shit, you guys. I'm gonna give you a little hint. Stephanie raps. What the? No joke, you guys. You thought our top.
I'm a hairy bitch. I can do this. I can do the rich, and I can do it all, baby. Let me give it to you.
That's not it, by the way. That was just right now. She's on cold medicine too. So yeah,
Too much cafe.
We got this cool thing where Stephanie raps. I know you guys were expecting maybe like another kind of Phantom Fire rock thing, but this one's gonna be so different, you guys. I hope you like it.
I hope so too.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And then
they always watch when you tell somebody, I think I can rap, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, and then they make you do it.
And then the other people in the band have also not been feeling well. Stephanie's got something in the
Oh,
gut.
we don't need to know that.
And then our bass player had COVID, so he can't taste anything. He said everything tastes like what? Charcoal?
I don't know. I'm going to ask his girlfriend if
Yeah.
he can taste.
If he can taste, yeah. Oh, yeah. From what I understand,
Anyway.
I'm not going to go there. I could say something, but I won't.
I can't say it.
Yes. So that's what we have going on this week. We have a really cool interview coming up right after this, you guys. We're going to talk to Mr. Keli
Oh my
Raven.
gosh, he's incredible. Let me tell you, he is not boring. He he talks like it's a normal life he has, but I'm like sitting here about with my mouth dropped going, what? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. And he does love his parents. I'm used to everybody saying something about either or both. He loves them.
He loves his mom.
I mean it, yeah.
He loves his mom.
But he respects them and it's great. I mean, he doesn't respect one of his band members.
Two of his ex-band members.
So again, not a boring thing. You should definitely watch him and definitely give great comments because he was incredible.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at that here in just a minute. Not too much stuff going on. Oh, we do got a couple of things going on, at least for the band. We're doing October 18th at the Doll Hut in Anaheim, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. And then we'll be doing some podcast stuff with our friend Billy Briggs at a Halloween party the next day. So we got some cool stuff, and then I think I'm doing something for my birthday. Or I'm trying to talk someone.
October 17th.
Trying to talk someone into doing something for my birthday.
Grilling me.
Yeah. No, not right now. I got a headache. So, anyways,
that's another song that I want to make.
Oh yeah.
My headache in my head.
Headache in my head. Yeah. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on. And then, you know what? I gotta say, I'm really proud of you for not giving up on this computer thing. I want everybody to know she is learning a new skill, and
for a job.
Right, for a job.
Yes.
And you have. I'm so proud of you for not giving up on learning this computer stuff, because that shit.
I've been doing it for days.
From not knowing anything.
Because I'm not tech savvy, so I like get nervous, but I go, no, I must know this. I've got to learn this, because you know what? It just makes you stronger instead of having to pay people. Because I got to be honest, having my website, I just tried it on my own. I did, but when it's really harder, that's when I started purchasing a tech teen guy. He wasn't teen, me. But he was young. He was really young. I was paying him $200 here, $200
Oreos,
there, right? And then I didn't even know what he was doing. But now it's better to find out. So always find out.
I helped her.
Don't just pay people off.
I helped her.
Because you can get ripped off.
I helped her.
I'm turning water off.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
You're very welcome. Anyways, I just want to say I'm so proud of you for not giving up, because sometimes it's easier just to give up and say, screw it, I don't want to do it.
Or pay people.
But, you know, you're learning a new skill. And just from you learning this stuff, you're already ahead of like probably 80% of the population. Other than another person who knows how to do podcasts. Well, she put in a lot of work, you guys. I mean, over 3 weeks trying to learn this new...
And I wasn't getting paid.
And she wasn't getting paid.
I'm like, oh my God.
And brand new skills, guys. I mean, like, so...
No paid in training.
So what does this have to do with you guys at home? It's never too late to learn something new. Don't let somebody tell you you can't do something.
Right.
Because you can do it. Yep. And if someone tells you you can't do something, then get rid of those people, or don't listen to them. And maybe they're your family or your significant other or whatever it happens to be. But there are people out there who can show you how to do it and not give up. So I think that's important too, right? To have people...
I always would get upset. The minute someone says, I can't do it, I definitely will. I'll show you attitude. That's how I was along, you know. I mean, now, was it smart? No, because sometimes I didn't realize I really couldn't do it. But I said, oh, I'll show you.
Like
I'm
trying
going
to
try it.
standing up?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, except I didn't realize it does ruin your shoes.
Yeah. You can't be an adult actor.
Porn star.
Hold my beer. Hold my wine.
Porn star.
No.
Anyway.
Well.
Yes. All right. So Keli is going to be someone great to listen to. So enjoy.
Oh, any rock news?
Rock news?
Rock news.
Rock and roll.
No, I don't think there's too much.
Why
rock news.
don't we? Yeah, I'll look into that.
We already talked about Lincoln Park last week.
I still don't like the singer. I still don't like it.
Aftershock. That was the name of the festival that's going on in Sacramento.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Coincidentally,
Definitely go.
I think it's during the 17th and 18th and 19th, so we couldn't even go if we wanted to go.
What, in October?
Yeah, because we're already playing, and then we got Billy's Sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can't go even if we wanted to go. So,
but you can.
But you
so
guys can
definitely
go.
do
Get
it.
some tickets. Yeah, they're only like $300 a piece.
You know what's interesting? I just heard as I'm driving yesterday, the DJ guy or whatever, he was saying...
Oh, I heard that too when I was driving here too.
I loved it because he was actually really smart about what he said. He said, I want everybody to respond and say, so back in the day...
Hold on, I gotta rub this pussy.
and I'm turning the water off.
Oh, okay.
For pussy. Literally, so you heard the same thing.
I did hear the same.
Yeah, so he's just really saying, like, now everyone gets excited to hear that somebody's going on tour.
Right.
Woo, we're going on tour, right? I got to see where they are, the dates, and when I can see them. Then the shock goes into, oh, I can't afford this ticket. These tickets are ridiculous. So he was bringing it, saying
Ticketmaster, you suck.
that they just
Live Nation.
because you can listen to anything now.
Yeah.
Anything.
Streaming.
You don't have to pay.
No.
You don't have to pay anything to get music.
Yeah.
So remember, you're not buying a CD for anything
No.
because you just listen and everything's free. So that's
YouTube.
why it's higher up for tickets, he's saying. So remember back in the day,
And
would you
merch.
prefer that we have to pay that extra to listen
For a CD.
on there? Yeah. Or would you like it free on there? Now, do you really want to be in a concert? So it was a great thing. I liked what he said. Like, how do you feel? Did you like it back in the day when it was cheaper to see the concert, see the band? Or are you okay that you listen on free?
Now, me, I don't know. Because we're from that generation. So I'm not gonna say how old we are, but we are from that 20. Yeah, I'm 28, right? And so now we're from that generation where we had the lower prices, and we also had to pay for the $15 CD, right? So to me, because we're from that, that's easy to go back to. I can do that. I'm sure you could do that. But we had cheaper ticket prices too, right?
Right.
And we didn't have the internet as much because the internet really didn't come along until the late 90s, right? We still had dial-up right, with AOL and all that crap. So a lot of times you had to go to Ticketmaster or not a radio, but you had to go to a record store.
Yeah.
You guys remember? I don't even know if they have record stores anymore.
They actually have one because I was looking for one to buy in Huntington Beach.
Oh.
Believe it or not, all records. And they were busy. I was like, I thought I'd be the only person helping an old person out, and I'll buy a record for somebody. And it's like, oh my God, it was packed.
Yeah, so they have all that. And I remember that. And so you'd have to wait. And of course you'd pay for maybe you get like a Metallica ticket for like $70, right? $80, right? And then the CD was like, $15 or $18. So, would you rather go back to those days or listen to Metallica for free wherever you want, however you want to do it? But now you're paying $250 for a ticket. And a lot of times it's not even the Metallica doing that. It's not even the band doing that. That is Live Nation. That is Ticketmaster. That is all these extra fees.
Yeah.
All these stupid fees that just nickel and dime you. And then when you get to the venue, then you got to have to pay for parking. I don't know if I told you that. I'm not contagious, woman. I'm not contagious.
What? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not contagious. I'm gonna put my mask on. So, anyways,
He'll put it on backwards.
I got the
put it on a top hat.
cold
I'm wearing the mask.
on my head. Yeah. So I go to this Sammy Hagar concert, right? I had to pay almost $50 for parking.
Oh, I thought you meant 50 for the ticket. I'm going.
No.
Well.
No,
we're
the tickets were
complaining.
100 and something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I had to pay $50 for the parking, and that wasn't even VIP parking.
I know.
That was just
Get your ass up and walking.
That's right. Yeah. We were hoofing it. Yeah, we were hoofing it all over. That was a whole funny story.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a whole funny. Anyway, so what would you guys rather do? Would you rather go back to the old way where you had to buy the CD? Not that any of us really use CDs too much anyways. Maybe you're using vinyl, but like a lot of the people we all know, they're using digital.
Yeah.
Because nobody, you know, a lot
And
of
I mean, the thing is with me is that I really don't know what it is. I mean, I like to perform on stage and things, but I don't really think about going to concerts because that's exactly like he was just saying. You have to park.
We went to some
You've got to walk all this way, and then you go, and then you got to use like a microfiber, or what is it called, a microscope to look, because you can't. Or you're watching the TV. You're not really watching them because you want to see them up close, but you're so far away. That means, but you also have to gotta pee, but you don't want to leave the scene because it's going to be a long time. And then I always have to go when people want to eat. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom and eat first. So I'm missing the concert because I go while they're watching the concert. I do all the pissing, eating, and all that stuff. And then I go back because when they do, you know, another scene or another person or something, that's when everybody goes. So I have to think this way. So am I really looking at the concert and watching them? Not really. Or, you know, I might have too much to drink. You can't overdrink because somebody's just going to step on you, and so, you know, all that crap.
What the hell shows have you been to?
But do you understand?
This
like,
is disturbing.
I don't really think it's good for me to be on a concert. That's all. But he likes concerts, so I would definitely say I'd rather take the free.
Let me ask you this,
and do that.
because we've done shows to the Whiskey. Is that okay? Do you like that kind of small theater venue?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was at the IKEA Forum, right? Which is a huge venue.
Right.
Or would you do like a assigned seating?
Yeah, I would do something smaller.
Not smaller
Yeah,
or
nothing
assigned
big.
seating.
Yeah.
But not general.
Right.
Not general audience. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the general audience. I think we're at that point where like it's too much. I don't want to get squished.
Plus, you're not really seeing them. It's not like you see them, right? Unless you get $1,000 of the front ticket row. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of.
There's no band that's worth $1,000.
You know what
that
I'm
I want
saying?
to see. No.
So I think only small venues are the best way to go.
Yeah, I agree. Theaters.
There.
Or
We
venues.
both agree.
Yeah, we both agree.
So, Kelly.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Kelly. So hang on for this little thing. You're gonna see a little commercial for somebody's line here. So listen to that, and then we'll go right into that.
Hi, this is Stephanie with neverworn.shop, and this is your summertime to be beautiful. This is a super spandex, and it feels it can be fitted just right to cover the right places as a bikini and show less tan lines when wearing clothing. Find your bikini and shop neverworn.shop today.
Hey everybody!
Hey! What's up?
Hey, we're doing our what are we doing?
Podcast.
We're doing this portion of the podcast from location.
This is Stephanie.
And this is Will.
And this is
Keli
our guest.
Raven. Mr.
Woo!
Keli Raven's in the house. And so we've been interviewing people that we really respect, Kelly. So you're one of those cats that have known for a while, and I thought it would be good to kind of talk to you about your experiences in the music scene in Los Angeles, and you know, some personal stuff. And you know, everybody knows you. You know, you recorded with everyone, so you did a lot of
Doesn't even know
stuff.
where to start. It would take hours. So we're just cutting it short to say he's very, very well known, and he is extremely the best vocalist you've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta ask, when you were growing up, and don't forget to speak a little louder because the camera.
What?
Yeah. When you were growing up, Kelly, what kind of music was in the home? What were your parents listening to? What were you subjected to?
I would have to say, good old rock and roll.
Oh, lucked out.
Yeah.
So we're talking like Bob Seger, Allman Brothers. What were you being listened
Actually, a little before that.
to? Just speak a little bit louder.
A little before that. What time is show start? When I was a kid, my parents had a band.
Oh,
And
wow.
they were called the Backyard Element, and they were pretty badass. Yeah, it was Peter Tork from the Monkees was one of the guitar players.
Oh, wow.
I got pictures and stuff of that. But anyways, so my mom and dad met on the Chitlin circuit. They were, my dad was opening, he was the drummer for James Brown, and my mom danced for him. So that's how they met.
That's
Wow.
really, that's so cool.
So, fast forward,
Yeah.
we had people, coming in and out, every now and then, I would believe, like John Lennon came through a couple of times.
Nice.
We had a friend that was a big publisher in New York named Sephra. I don't remember her last name, but she was a Jewish girl. And she knew all the rock stars, and they all hung out. So it was always second nature to me,
That's great.
the way that was.
Wow, so so James
some real
Brown, and then on the
names.
Chitlin circuit, so a lot of like blues, gospel, a lot of that type of stuff.
I still say rock and roll. I remember, my dad, when I was 7, put a kiss out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, these guys are bad. No, I take that back. He said they were groovy or boss, one of those two. So again, it was really fun. I can't complain about my childhood anyway, and especially growing up in show business.
I was going to say, it's not boring.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I back then I didn't know it was work. But I'm all hooked up now, but anyways.
It actually is work.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. You guys rock. Seriously.
So, like, at what age did you start playing guitar? How did that kind of happen? Did someone buy something for you? Did you? I don't know.
I started playing drums. I was a drummer first.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
I was a drummer
hard.
since like 3.
Oh,
3?
is that all?
There's pictures of all of this
I'll
online.
have to put it on.
It's about all of it.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
get
I'll
some
do
pics.
it.
But so I started playing drums 3. That's when I had my first Ludwig and stuff like that.
Wow.
But I was actually in my first rock band when I was 7, and we were called the Children's Workshop.
Oh, I know.
And it was myself.
Isn't that with the electric company, the Children's Workshop?
We were just like the Partridge Family and the Jackson 5.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
all right.
That's pretty
We
intense.
weren't as famous, but that's the truth. My dad had put that together.
Oh.
He
just
still
like
does
that.
that. He still does that.
Wow.
So I was the drummer. We had this Italian girl. She was like 12. She played rhythm guitar. This guy was like 15. Scott Chaudier.
Hey.
He played lead. And Alex Lombardo, who we got in touch with. I think he's a lawyer now. But anyways, long story short, that was really good because that's when I started to get road experience.
Oh, okay.
We would travel. We played
cool.
hospitals.
Not ending
schools.
up in hospitals. That's great.
Schools and stuff like that. But the last thing on that is we played the entire rock opera time.
Damn.
Oh, is that right?
That is awesome.
My mom has it on cassette.
What's that cassette? What? Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Cool
true,
as
yeah.
hell. No, you had a great childhood. Let me
did.
tell you.
I did.
That is incredible.
And then
Everybody dreams it.
yeah, and then so when did it go from just having fun doing the tour thing? When did it go to something more professional? Do you remember what age you were when that?
Musically,
Yeah, musically. When did that turn into more of a profession? And
I was an actor as well. My sister and I, we worked a lot. The biggest thing that you probably would know. Well, first of all, my sister, God rest her soul. Yesterday was
Passed
the
away.
anniversary of her death. She passed away on Friday the 13th.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was my absolute hero. Period.
I'm so
Hands
sorry.
down,
Yeah.
that's that.
Oh, yeah.
Period. And she was not quite 3 years older than me. She was 2 years and 11 months. I'm in January, she was February.
Very close.
But it seemed like 3 years.
Right.
So we were both acting. My mom and dad split when I was 7.
Okay.
And it was okay. We were bi-coastal because we were acting. And we grew up in New York, and then we both started getting parts that brought us out to California. Like I did the pilot for the Bad News Bears.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
But Edie, she was on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
We both did those
That is
S1E
great.
commercials. I mean, you name it, you saw it.
wow.
I can't even remember how.
Yeah, right.
But we did so many that you would know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember that. Aggravation, all that stuff.
That's awesome.
Aunt Bluebell,
That's cool.
So fast forward. I started getting to the age. My competition was from Todd Bridges and this other kid.
Gary Coleman?
No, Gary.
Oh.
He was. It was always Todd. I was always up against Todd Bridges and this other kid. I forget his name. James Bond III.
Wow.
And if you saw them, you'd remember them.
Yeah.
They worked a lot. We worked a lot.
Right.
But so those were my competition.
Oh,
well,
wow.
about 14, 15. I started smoking pot and a little bit, and I was going to,
Having fun.
getting cool.
It's called having fun.
And I was now based more in California.
Yeah.
I would go back to New York to visit, but, I was living here, working. And I started, there was a look you had to have. You couldn't have like long hair. It would be weird if you were black and be on a TV show. Well, this is
Yeah, you had to be
1983,
more proper.
85.
Yeah, more proper. I get it.
There was a certain
It's
look.
proper.
So I started.
You gotta be
getting a little-
clean cut.
Yeah. I shedded the curl.
Yes,
and
you
got
wanted
the,
to be different.
and got the whirl,
You want different, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I realized that I wasn't gonna, I had to make a choice, seriously.
Yes,
And so I decided to grow my hair long, and I was in this really kick-ass band, high school band. And back then it was either Rush or Zeppelin. And I was into Rush. So, we were the smart band.
Yep.
And I was with these two badass, good-looking guys. And so we had a band and blah, blah, blah. And we played the Troubadour when we were 16.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's
And
so good.
That was the beginning of
Oh
it.
my God, that is. That's huge.
Yeah. and
Some
it
people
didn't
don't
stop
ever
since
make
then.
it their whole life.
Yeah. Thank you, Gina. Gina's a wonderful person.
Awesome.
And then you've had some experiences with recording with some people, throughout your careers. The one that I most know about is Lemmy from Motorhead. Tell me about that. How did that whole collaboration? Because I know your sister and him were kind of familiar with each other.
Yeah, very familiar with each other.
Oh,
Too familiar.
Yeah. Back when I was 17, and again, this is when I was into Rush.
Yeah.
I had
Rebel.
Oh, and I was a drummer. I hadn't started
crazy.
playing guitar yet.
Oh my God.
At all. I was
That's
still a drummer, and I was
crazy.
a
Still
badass drummer.
He was an animal.
I'm still a really kick-ass.
Damn.
I've been playing since I was 3. You know what I mean? but okay, so my sister, I would come home from ditching school, and there would be a rock star, and I mean a big rock star sitting on my couch, like Dave Roth, David Inn.
Oh, wow.
You go down the list. She
Well,
wasn't
I didn't have a list
She wasn't.
like that,
She wasn't a
but you
slut. She just would bring these cool musicians home that were really on top of their game. And
She wasn't on top of them.
She'd
She
say
was
to
just
them,
on top.
"Hey, you take care of my little brother. I'll beat your ass." I miss her so
A little
much.
bit on top.
So anyway, so one day she brings fucking Lemmy.
Yeah.
They come pulling up in a taxi, and they're like, "We're only gonna be here. This is Lemmy." Blah blah blah. And me and my guitar player, who's just gorgeous. We're 16, 17.
Yeah.
Gorgeous guy from England.
Oh,
He had
no.
Paul Stanley hair,
Oh,
and he
it
got all
was
the
the
chicks.
best of the
Found
best.
out he was big down the line. I was like, why is he never like?
That's
But
shocking.
anyways,
We had a little bit of a video issue, so we are doing this other portion of Kelly's interview with audio. So Kelly, I was asking you about this most recent iteration of Keli Raven, the band, and there was a falling out with you and one of your
couple of your people in your group. Can you tell me about what happened and
Yeah, I'll try and make this brief. Well, you know, Sheldon and I, the fans, you guys know Sheldon and I.
Mr. Sims?
Mr. Sims, he's been playing with me for 15 years. This would be 16 years. And I just kind of want to put a little edge on this. You know, when he joined the band, I was in a real desperate place.
Right, needed a player.
Needed a player like that because we were already in flow. So I pretty much hired him. He couldn't hit hard. He more or less wasn't even. I don't know why I took him. Okay, but I was desperate, and but through the years, I taught him, you know, how to hit hard and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of get to the gist of it. You know, over the years, he got more confident, of course. You know, because I put his picture next to him. Same with Zanny, and as whatever you want to call it, this may sound. It's not coming from envy. It's not coming from anything. It's coming from fact that they started getting a little too uppity.
They started drinking the Kool-Aid.
Their
own Kool-Aid. I've been there, man. I've had that a few times.
And going against the foundation, the rules, okay? And we all know there's no fucking rules in rock and roll. That's not what I mean. However, started doing things the way they wanted to do it. I mean, you know, an itinerary is made for a reason, and if it works, you stick with it. You know, right. God bless Gail and Alex, the people that get us there and get us home safely.
So what you're talking about for you guys in Radio Land is when if you're not in a rock band and if you don't do a lot of traveling and whatnot, usually when you're going out of town, there's a list of time frames and whatnot for a venue. And so, so some bands and some management put together an itinerary for that, some don't, but the ones who are pretty serious tend to do that. And so that's what Kelly's talking about, is that set of rules to manage everybody and get them where they need to be on time.
Exactly. You know, and I just want everybody to know this. The part that we had the techno problem with was way better, okay? Because these Mr. Sims and I had started to take over the record company that my mom had handed over to us, and I thought we were partners, and you think after 15 years, we really were. And
that's a long time.
You know, I want everybody to know all the shit you hear. I'm going to be honest. It was me in the beginning, and it still basically is me. You know, Mr. Sims has played on some of the records. You know, I give everybody a shot. I don't need to write all the shit. I don't need to, you know, that's less work for me, and I welcome it. However, they started getting a little too loose, and you got to realize when it's your name, it doesn't matter what happens. If there's 10 of us and one of us pisses on the wall way over there, it's going to come back to me, and it certainly does, because it's my name. So, you know, this waltzing in, this whole I'm a rock star type shit. No, you're not a rock star, dude. You're a fucking electrician that I showed how to play drums. You're hitting hard because of me. All right? And I know it sounds ruthless and all that, but it's the truth, you know. Hey, it's coming from my mouth, right? So it's got to be the truth. All right. So, anyways, so things just were done wrong. That's all I can say. It was the way things were done that was unprofessional and just wrong. I would have thought that this person, of all people, Mr. I'm godly, oh, God bless you all, you know, would have done things wrong. So let me just give you a gist of one more little thing that's the icing on the cake. We had gotten a new setup, okay, which we were blessed with, and we were both equally excited because we were producing new artists for the label and stuff like that. And keep in mind, for the last 3.5 years, every single day, I mean, maybe not every day, but probably 350 out of 365 days, I was at that console working either on our music or somebody else's. And I mean, to the point where I couldn't see.
Over 24 then 7.
And we had a plan. We were a team. And like he did when with the moving situation, which I won't go into.
Oh yeah, that was an ugly.
Actually, I was interested.
He knew what he was doing, and he kind of left me hanging. In other words, I was supposed to get, we shared everything. We're a team. Okay, so he was going to take the new stuff, and we were going to gradually transfer and gradually. But because I had been doing all the work on this machine, naturally, it comes to me, and I was going to finish stuff that's already in the mix, all that stuff. And when it came time to do that, he didn't deliver, and now it's gone. In other words,
did he take your gear, or what exactly transpired?
The stuff that I didn't get my share of anything.
Oh, okay.
He sold it.
And that
my God.
and that was also in this move thing.
That was
So there was a lot of
there was a lot of
stealing.
When you
It's
know
called embezzling.
when you know somebody
it's
very
embezzling
well.
in a
What word
business.
is that?
when you know someone very well, it
Embezzlement.
doesn't matter, and this goes for all human beings.
Look how
okay,
nice he takes it.
but when you get a vibe and you know it's out of character, you know it. And I mean, you know it. And the last couple of shows, we're on our way, man. The greatest hits coming out. I'm so happy. You don't even know. I've worked my ass off for all of this. And I'm not to say though that it's not going on. Hey, I'm Keli Raven. It's going on. You know what I mean? But it's the way it was done, and the way I feel. And even the other members of the camp, such as Al, my road manager, and my momager, the band's momager, Gail, who you guys all know for the last 25
Very nice
years.
lady. Very nice lady.
They just, it's kind of like they were rubbing it in my face, like, you know what, we're just going to start fucking up. And they did. And they did it to the point where it made me look bad, because
the band
they just didn't give a crap, because I laid down the law, and they honestly, I think, couldn't what's that word? Couldn't do it, because they can only go but so far.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like detuning. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Laziness.
I know.
Okay?
I know. From our perspective, we've been in that boat too. So for us, I don't know if that. I don't know. But for our band, we try to communicate.
Hey, you know what? If somebody's getting better and getting there, that's when you lay down the law. I lay back. I become a member of the band. We have fun. And then every now and then I drop that motherfucking, this is no. You know what I mean? And they say, you know what? We like that. We like that. But this time, we laid it down.
Yeah.
You guys are getting loose, and if you keep doing it, you're gone.
Right.
Okay?
No, it's
and
definitely like you
they
took a lot.
They kind of just, I would say, just pussied out, which is what they naturally are.
No,
we went through that with the drummer.
You don't do that. You don't get where you want to be, or think where you want to be.
It's supposed to be a teamwork here with a band, not just
yourself. You dropped the ball, and you left
self-centered.
You left the person that got
where they are
us
together.
there.
Makes total
hanging,
sense.
and the only thing that does is slows me down. That's it. That's it. Because this is my 31st anniversary, not yours. And my fans are still there. Okay, they like you too.
And won't be.
But I bet you if I tell them not to, they won't
be there.
I'm
That's
just
right.
kidding. That was the truth. But anyway, so in a nutshell, I'm really upset. It hurts.
Yeah, of course.
Because also friends and knowledge, to be able to do what we do is so much of a blessing. I mean, you don't know how good it feels. I don't have a life, guys. I don't have a life outside of this. and I'm not complaining, but Mr. Sims and Miss Geis, the way you did this
Dirty.
is dirty.
Dirty.
And I just want to remind you, you're not, you ain't all that, okay? And I kept telling you, you can do this, okay? You guys didn't want to do stuff, and got lazy, and you were going to go anyway. So,
No, you were very patient.
This
what
take
you
isn't
did.
as good as
That's for one thing.
the one we did before, but we had a technical issue. But I do hope that everyone kind of understands and gets what I'm saying. I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. None of that. Because my name is Keli fucking Raven, and I'm going on, and
You've done enough. You've done way
all
way
I can
more.
do is keep going, and learn, and keep you guys wondering.
Yes.
Okay, and that's
Yes.
it. All right. So
We went through something like that with the drummer, and yeah, we tried for months, and so we can relate. I mean, and it sucks. It sucks. You know when it sucks? It sucks when you realize that it doesn't matter what you do to try to help them, they don't give a shit.
Right.
And so we know it. That was awful. That.
And I gotta say this, I've always been grateful for anyone. Okay, there was times we didn't get paid, all of that shit. That's just rock and roll. Okay,
Yeah.
period. I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
My best friend Lemmy would tell me, "Yeah, I wish we could bring the bomber out for these shows, but we can't afford it." Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who you are, we level all that shit.
Right.
Okay.
That was a cool
But
bomber they had.
I never told you guys that you couldn't. I fucking man, when you couldn't, I told you you could, and you got too cocky, and I'm glad that I'm glad we
That it's
nipped
over
it in the
for
bud
you.
now.
You don't have to take it again.
But I don't want any of the people listening or fans or anyone to think that this is because I'm bitter and I'm angry and all that. Yeah, as a human being, I'm a little pissed off.
Of course.
But as always,
That means
I'm
you have
okay,
emotions.
and
That's a good
it's
thing.
going to
Yeah.
be bigger, badder, stronger, harder, and sexier than ever.
Woo!
That's
Harder!
all I can do.
Let's do it.
You know, so with all that being said, I did appreciate what they did and tried to do. It's just they went a little too far
right.
and left me hanging.
And took your gear.
But
your money.
But we're gonna be okay because you never know. Karma is a biatch.
It is. What comes around
All right, so
comes around.
Keli Raven, Uncaged,
Comes
Unplugged
around,
is
goes
coming up.
around.
I can't say
We should make a
who's
song.
gonna be in the band right now, but I got my eyes on some people, and it's a girl and a guy,
Woo!
and they're really cute. A lot cuter than these two. Oh, no.
Yeah, we're all kinds of ugly. That's true.
Hey guys, thank you
I wouldn't
very
look at us either.
Thank you guys very much.
Anti-ugly.
Yeah, no, I can totally relate to all that. Thank you so much for sharing that, man. That's
You are only going to get even more powerful now,
you are.
and that's
are,
what's
man.
going to be exciting. And I hope that you'll remember our names. So,
Oh,
because
stop.
we are going to be there to, yeah.
I'm sitting here with the lead singer and guitarist
We are
of
gonna be
Phantom
great.
Fire.
Oh.
And,
Yes,
I think
we're
the
lucky
three of
to be
us
with you.
should have a threesome.
Ah, let's do it!
Not a
Woo,
threesome. I
Harder!
didn't mean it that way.
Harder!
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Okay. We'll
having
scratch. No.
You know what would be cool?
I love
though?
these two though.
You know, it'd be cool at some point if maybe me and you wrote a little one-off song.
Let's do it.
I think that'd
That
be
would
cool,
be
man.
good.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yeah,
okay with me doing like a
absolutely.
one-off.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
A one-off song.
one-off
A
song.
one-off
Oh, song, pardon me.
Yeah.
Harder.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
the people
hey
would love
then.
it.
All right.
Then be on the lookout for a Phantom Fire
Threesome.
Keli Raven track to be coming soon, you guys. We'll be laying that down.
Yeah, laying down harder.
But you know what, man? I have to say that we've all been in that boat. It really does suck when people that you know for a long time seem to turn like that. And I'm sure they have their part of the story, whatever that part of the
absolutely.
story is.
Yep.
But we've been in that boat, and it really does suck. It hurts. It sucks. But you know what? You're not a quitter. right?
Nope.
And you don't give
Only
up.
success.
And you just look for the next thing that you're doing.
I know.
And that's all any of us can do, right?
That's right.
And
That's
we're
right.
kind of in a situation where we're making some choices in our band, and it is what it is, right? But we're still continuing forward, and you know, we have some really good opportunities for ourselves as well. So
You know what? Their side of the story, and I will say this, is all material.
oh,
And that they can go on and on and on and on about material things,
Yeah.
but the principle and the way they did this
And,
is wrong because they
well, it sounds to me like they're very
knowingly knew
unappreciative.
that we
Yeah.
had stuff on deck.
Right.
And just because
they
they
just did
weren't
it
a part of it
intentional.
doesn't mean they had to make sure I didn't get it done.
Right.
And that's
The fact.
pretty much what
Right.
happened. So God bless you
Yes,
all.
Thank
and,
you so much. Yeah.
I know for us, man. I don't know. I mean, I can relate to like when, because we're just talking, right? You
Yeah.
guys at home are just listening, but I know for myself, like when 2022 happened and you know Fallen Fury ended, and like so in that band, I was not the lead. I did with the singer, with my ex. She kind of governed everything and told me to book this and that and that and this and that and that, you know, whatever happened to be. And so when that happened in 2022, that's a hard transition to go from like not being a leader to all of a sudden now I got to lead and be in charge.
He's a leader now. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah, I'm not. Not really. And you know, we had tested out another singer, and you know, we won't say who she was, but we thought that was going to go somewhere, and it totally didn't. And you know,
behold.
and oh my God, and then
never know.
we are so fortunate to have this wonderful woman, Stephanie.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. So and it's so cool because you know what? Now it's a real partnership because
Oh,
She
the
got-
ambulance is coming to get me.
ambulance. I know for us, like me laying back and her taking control of stuff, and then our bass player taking control of stuff. That has really helped me because I never wanted to be in charge, and now it's like I don't have to.
Team effort.
Team.
It's
That's
all
what
a
I'm
team.
saying. That's what you were saying. It should have been a team member.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
really
well-
should have, and they weren't. They were
Yeah,
going against you.
Exactly. And again, I
It
will
wastes
say
a lot
this.
of people's time.
You know, it's like, come on, man.
Hey, and don't get me wrong.
When somebody
we have our
gives you autonomy
Yeah.
in something that you've been doing 30 years and they've been a part of it for 2.
I know, right?
Come on.
I know.
You know,
That's what blows my
you know,
mind.
so it is.
I would
it
never
boils
have
down
the
to the
guts
principal
to do that when you
guys
did. Yeah.
and
I would
the
just be
fact that it was
appreciative.
knowingly.
Yeah, just
And-
be appreciative, man.
And so, you know, I'm sure the tales are going to come out about personal shit, which this is personal, but it's material.
You know, you've
And
really
that-
held
and
back
that-
too, because you
and
could
that-
say some other things about.
and it
I
has
know.
nothing to
Since
do
you
with.
told me about.
It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, and you know, so bring it. You know, it's okay because here I
Because
am.
we'll do the second
For
one.
I am.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
bringing on the second one. So you want to bring that one on? We'll bring on the second, third, fourth, fifth.
yeah, if that happens,
Let's do
let
it.
us know. We can do a part
Yeah.
2 on your Keli Raven interview if
Yep.
you're okay with that.
And we'll do it.
Yeah. So,
But let's do Halloween together. Yes, and
Yeah.
go and see him. Oh crap! I'm excited to say that it's
Well,
going to be a host.
It's on. Yeah, it's on.
I'm excited.
Live on,
Yeah.
Instagram,
That'll be
Facebook.
awesome.
Yeah. You guys,
I'm excited.
We'll talk about that. You guys can
Oh yeah.
all right. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Keli.
you. Ow!
Apologies at home.
Yeah.
Our video kind of got wonky, so we did the rest of this on his.
It's just because Stephanie broke the, can't see.
with her good looks.
Yeah, ugly.
All right, guys. So we're gonna
All
end
right.
it here, and then we will switch back to our video
Yeah,
version
yeah.
for our
There
creepy
we go.
part of
Yeah.
the podcast. Thank you, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Ciao.
Hi, this is Stephanie with neverworn.shop, and this is your summertime to be beautiful. This is a super spandex, and it feels it can be fitted just right to cover the right places as a bikini and show less tan lines when wearing clothing. Find your bikini and shop neverworn.shop today.
Hey, how was it, Kelly? Was awesome. Was I right? Sometimes I am.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. You heard the last part of that in audio version. Had some technical difficulties with the camera.
Yeah, we thought we taped the whole thing, and somebody de-taped it.
De-taped it, yeah. It was my bad. I don't know how I did that.
After
Anyways,
it all is done.
Yeah, so that was so surprising hearing. Excuse me, guys. You like it. So anyway, that was so surprising hearing Kelly's, that last part of that interview, just hearing him talk about all the crap he went through with his bandmates. And
you could tell he does have a great heart. He does really care about you and the other people. It's not all about him, which, you got to give him credit. With all his family was, very musician and things like that already were way up. Very well known. He could have been a brat and an egotistic person and me, but he really isn't. That's one thing I learned about listening to him, is he really does have a heart, and he does want to make other people become something that they, he's just like, hey, you want this? Okay, I'll help you.
And I thought you guys couldn't see it, but maybe the first part of the video you did see it. It was interesting because he's still hurting.
Yeah, he was really sad.
And he was with these guys for, what did he say, 15 years?
Yeah,
14
15.
years? 15 years? Mm-hmm. So, it's, and the way it ended, the way it ended was bad.
Really bad.
And it's really like a separation or a divorce, because you're in this relationship with these people that you have kind of been vulnerable with, and you built trust with, and you made a product, and you did all that, and then to get screwed over.
Yeah, even personally, financially, like his own place that he was renting with, and then he didn't have that money, and they had to get evicted. It was really sad.
It was really sad, and you could just see that he's still hurting over that.
Really.
I don't know.
It was painful.
I hope the best for everybody involved. Mm-hmm. I really didn't know Sheldon that well. I talked to his female bass player just once or twice. She seemed like pretty okay to me. But we don't, of course, we don't know.
Until you start
but we
practicing and renting with them.
Right, and we don't know their band drama. We know our band
I always say
stuff.
band drama. There's always that. That's one thing I learned.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't. I'm not contagious.
I always do it after. Does it matter now? No.
I'm on my antibiotic. I'm gonna remember this later. I'm gonna get you back, like with worms or something. I'm not saying what.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
All right. So I thought that was a very interesting interview. What do we got for our? Oh, I gotta do my topic. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my topic on UFO. Oh yeah. Okay. So
UFOs.
That's right. I am too. And so you guys have heard of, maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't. There is a gentleman named Lou Elizondos. He has a new book out called Imminent, right? And he's doing the rounds with interviews and whatnot. And what I thought was really interesting about this book, it was suggested to me by someone, and I started looking into this. Right. And so what I thought was really interesting.
I just see UFO and I just want to ship it to him.
Yep.
I know he's interested.
That's my jam.
I didn't read it.
Right. And so what was interesting, it has to do with some of the time frame, is that I'm going to tell you the time frame a little bit in generalities, and then how it leads up to what's in the book. So Lou Elizondos was the director of a government program called ATIP, Advanced Threat Aerial Threat Identification Program, right? And so that was an offshoot of another government program called OSAP, right? And all of this began with a since retired senator from Nevada called Harry Reid. So Senator Harry Reid in Nevada really got into this.
Remember we were talking about hair. Harry Reid.
Yeah.
And I think he was bald.
No, he had hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't hairless Reid. Yeah. So anyways, so Harry Reid saw all this happening, and so he invested $22 million. Well, he didn't invest, but he asked other senators to help start this program called OSAP, and then OSAP became ATIP, and then Lou Elizondos became the head of ATIP. Now, Lou had already had a career as a professional badass in the military, moving up through the ranks to a very high level, a very high security level also, in which he became the director of this program. And so Lou was really lucky in that he was able to investigate certain sightings of things that he had seen, anomalous aerial phenomena, right? It's called UAP. But it's not even
UFO.
It's not UFO.
UAP.
Yeah. It's called unidentified anomalous phenomena. Here's why it's
Those
called.
are big words.
Yeah, anomalous now because now we have things in the air and things going under the water. Right. And so Lou talks about a lot of this stuff, right? And so one of the things that Lou saw, a couple of things that Lou saw that I'm remembering now. There was an incident in Brazil prior to World War II where a UFO was attacking people, shooting people.
Do you remember that? I don't know.
Well, yeah, you were like only 10 at that time in
okay.
1930. Actually, looks good, huh, for 78? Fucking hot. And then anyhow, where was I?
Oh yeah, where were you?
Okay.
Yeah,
so then the other.
Yes. Anyway.
So then
The
UAP. Right. Where was I going with that? Because I was going to mention After party. Yeah. No. So then there was this other incident where it's on the tip of my tongue, guys.
They went. No, it's when they
went
attacked.
clubbing. Yeah.
They had the attack.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then Lou talks about this other thing in Imminent, his book, where this happens on an ocean where there are oil derricks. Not oil derricks. What do you call them? We're in Huntington Beach right now. What are those? Oil
Distributing or
They're on the ocean. You can see when we go to the beach. What are those? Oil rigs. The sea oil rigs, right?
Yeah.
They're huge, right? They're huge. They're as big as maybe 3 or 4 blocks wide, right? They're huge, right? So Lou talks about how the Navy saw this, right? That they were looking down on these oil derricks or oil rigs, and they saw a shadow that was 3 times as big come up under the water and move past the oil rig at 200 knots. So it was quick. It went underneath, 4 times as big as the offshore oil rig. 4 times as big, so that's as big as an island, going 200 knots. Now here's the thing, we don't have anything in the water that goes 200 knots. We don't. Subs, I think, go 35, max maybe 50 knots.
35? Really?
That's it, that's all we got.
Slow.
It's slow. This thing is going
Making us look
right,
slow.
and this thing is as big as an island, going 200 knots. A big black shadow. And there's footage of this. The other thing that I thought was really interesting in his book is that Lou is saying, and this has already been confirmed with the government in 2017 and 2018, and then with congressional hearings in 2019, 2020, and I think 2022. Lou said, whatever is here from another place or another time is already here. And it was already confirmed in these hearings that and there's where the weird thing is, you guys, is that it might not only be from another planet that something is here from, but Lou says another time.
Woo! Back in the day.
So let your imagination go there, right? So
time clock.
So it could have been from us, a future version.
Like Back to the Future.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why they started it, because
right.
Somebody knew about the UFO was back in the day.
Right, now here's what's that interesting,
Brilliant.
right? Here's the thing that makes that interesting, is they were asking David Grush, who was another person who was a spook for the CIA and then the Pentagon, who was also doing investigations. They asked him in the congressional hearing how far back, what proof is there, what's the earliest proof of UAP? And he insinuated that it was long before the Ice Age.
Huh.
Right?
Antarctica.
Right. So we know the Ice Age happened around 13,000 years ago, right? It was called the Younger Dryas.
I didn't know this, but now I do.
Right. And so before that, keep in mind the Arctic, and that's where this object was found, That's been under ice for a good 30 to 40,000 years. Now, before that, there was no ice.
Time ago.
So this thing that they found, put two and two together, guys. This thing that they found crashed 40,000 years ago.
Quite a long time.
Think about that.
Oh,
That was a long ass time ago.
long time ago.
So there we are. We got some weird, and here's some other weird things about Antarctica. You can't go there unless countries sign you off to go there. Yeah, it's not
It's like
supposed-
nobody really wants to say, I want to go to Antarctica, Mom.
Right, and you can only go certain places in Antarctica.
I thought that was tough.
Now-
Just going to Australia.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, though, is that Antarctica is not supposed to be owned by any country.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there's the weirdness. There's some just
Very
weirdness, right?
interesting.
And then there's
Who
even
owns?
and then there's even weirder stuff. Like in 1948, a retired admiral called David Kehoe had talked about some of the.
Oh ho!
Yeah,
Let's go.
He had talked about an expedition that he was supposed to go over with the Navy, and some weird shit happened there too. So I don't know. All these things are kind of like it makes me think. Oh my god, he saw some. He saw some stuff.
Woo!
So that is what I thought was most interesting.
That's
what,
cool.
What do you think, Steph? What do you think about not only another location, not even
Right,
another planet,
like another planet. I
But
always
an-
think UFO, planet. That's common.
but another time?
No, we never see it.
What do you think about that?
Another time.
Dimension. It could even be
Yeah.
another dimension.
That's
What are
crazy.
your thoughts on that?
I think it's like way overboard because I'm thinking, oh my God, is that what? As we die, we just get to go back there? I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or those people, or what is it? Like the karma thing? Oh, you get to go to Antarctica if you're going to be good or bad. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot.
It is a lot to take in.
Yeah,
It's really a
it
lot.
is.
And some of you guys might be thinking, well, I don't believe in that stuff. We are so past that, guys. That we are so past whether or not you believe. It's already confirmed.
real.
It's here. So
Yeah, it's
we are
crazy.
way past. That's like saying you don't believe in trees. Okay, you're late to the party if you're even thinking you don't believe in trees or
To the party.
right, all right, or you don't believe in cars. Okay, you're late to the party, you guys.
Late to the party.
We already
You
know.
missed it.
We already know shit's
AP,
here.
after party.
UAP is here, and then whatever non-human intelligence is also here. My question is like, why do you think people aren't interested in this? Do you think it's too scary? Do you think it's just
Over my
lying?
head.
Or do you think people it's over
Yeah.
their head for
Yeah,
them?
it's a lot.
Is it
Yeah.
odd? I mean, I don't know. I don't think people would freak out because I know before the government was against letting the public know that there was other beings from another place or time. I don't think it would bug people now. I really don't. What do you think?
I think if they're smoking a dope and then,
What if they are smoking
inhaling
dope?
it and saying, you know what, bring it on, man, because we're cool and we can learn this stuff.
I don't think they would.
I don't think you get freaked out.
I don't
But
think so
people
either.
like me with anxiety and going, I don't know. Okay, sure, bring it on. Sure, I'll take it on. Let's do it. Okay. You know, so you have different people,
Oh.
depending on the people.
I don't. I think as a species we'd be okay now. I think
All
we
right,
all
we
know.
should all be all right.
Right.
Rock on.
And so then, why can't we do that? What I've heard, dumb comments like, well, how come we don't see proof? Well, we're not going to show you proof. The government is never going to, our government is not going to show you proof. A lot of different reasons why. We don't want other countries to have the technology. So if we show it to Bob might be working for the Russians. Now the Russians have it. Thanks, Bob. Or it could be China. Same thing. And China's not going to release their stuff that they have because it's not just happening here in the U.S.
Well, it's not
This
like
is
we all can get along and try to make this happen together.
Right. And so it's not like those countries
It's
are going
always,
to.
I want it.
Right. They're not gonna send it to
I want
Stephanie.
it. I don't want you.
And
to
then
have
Stephanie's going to send it to Will, and then Will's going to send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Right. So no, this is the reason why we're not going to, because we're not really very good at keeping secrets, right? And so I can see why the government's never going to allow that to happen,
See,
right?
what?
Right. And then how do you stop it anyways? How does our government interfere with objects in the sky that can go Mach 20 and the fastest we can do is Mach 15, right? Or Mach 30. How are we going to do that? We can't
Plus,
defend
we
it.
also noticed we're not number one on getting into UFOs.
That's
we're into
right.
our economy. We're,
I agree.
hey, we, got
Right.
a new president to look into now.
Right.
So I think that UFO gets put in the back.
I think so too, but I don't think it would freak people out. But we couldn't stop it anyways. I mean,
Let's
these
not
objects,
stop it.
these objects are going Mach 30 and turning at 90-degree angles. If a human body did that, we would turn into spaghetti. We'd just be mushed. Yeah, if you're going
I've had
Mach
those
15,
times.
yeah, I know you have. You told me about that. 2010.
Yeah,
That's a whole other.
okay.
You might want to look back at that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then the
I'll
other,
look into that
right? And then you're looking at underwater aircraft, underwater craft that's going 200 knots. We can only do 35. How do we even do anything about
how
that?
we
can't do anything against those things. So, I can see the government like, okay, well, we can't defend against that. We can't do anything. And then if it's interdimensional, how do you even stop something that's interdimensional, right? I was telling Steph, like, we don't have the technology for our physical technology does not know how to do. We have fancy cell phones. That's what you're looking at this right now. We have iPhones that are top notch. But we have shit that if it's interdimensional, somehow they're getting from somewhere else. They figured out some physics that we haven't figured out. And even if we figured out how to do it, we don't have the physical science to even create that, right? I was telling you stuff, right? Pay attention, sweet. You got
It's a lot to absorb.
So I was telling Steph earlier, it would be like if I sent an iPhone to the 1800s, or even, the early 80s, right? If I sent an iPhone 16 to the early 80s, and you had no clue about that iPhone or a Samsung or whatever kind of phone you guys like out there in Radio Land, if I sent the current newest phone to that time period, would you know what to do with it?
No, I would not.
You would. Remember, we had no internet. We had a Commodore 64. We had Atari 2600s. Right? That was all we had, guys. That was. We were just out of Pong. Ping, pong, ping, pong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right? So, what would you know how to operate? Would you know how to operate this iPhone?
No.
What would you think at that point in time? What would you think about?
I would think it'd be cute and nice, and maybe something to put on my pedestal or something. I don't know.
With your Barbies, right?
Yeah. I just think of maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
like a toy of some sort.
You would look at this and you would think it looks like glass, right?
Yeah.
And it's got a pretty picture on it, right? And then you think maybe after enough time, because now mind you, iPhone batteries don't last forever and ever. You got maybe a week or two on that, even if you don't use it, right? Because they don't know how to do standby, because they don't know how to open the phone, because they don't know you need a code. Because why would they know you need a code? You just know that the battery's
really
dying.
into this.
I'm really into this.
Can you tell?
I'm telling you. So what would you get? Do you think after enough time maybe you could make that thing do some simple
No,
things?
I could not. But maybe you could.
I don't know, maybe you could. But there's no way to power it, right? Because the physical science in 1980, whatever, we didn't have it. We didn't have lithium batteries that powered those. We didn't have USB-C or lightning ports.
ABC.
Or we didn't have any of that at that point. So our physical science just could not keep that working or running. But you might figure out how to do little things with it. Now, again, imagine that it's an interdimensional.
So I guess what he's saying is if you do hit the time zone going back and you do happen to find this, you're going to know what to do.
And you're not in a DeLorean? Yeah. You can't be in a DeLorean going 88 miles per hour.
Putting it all together.
If you see Marty McFly or Doc
As
Brown.
I said, Back to the Future. Yeah, you're doing one of those, and at least you can save them back in the day because you already know ahead of time of the phone, and then you got it done, and then you get to tell everybody all about it, and we all get together.
And I thought that was like the most interesting thing. So thank you for that rabbit hole, Steph.
You're welcome.
That kept me awake at
get started.
midnight. A couple of
There
nights.
you go.
Okay, what's your top 5? Well, we're almost done here, you guys.
Top 5.
What are your top 5 for this week? What do we got?
Oh, pardon me.
Front page.
I
That's
gotta
your-
get on here.
That's all your stalkers.
Mine are the 5 top best songs. And
Now-
this was like broad, big, not about rock. It's about everything. Even country.
And this is so subjective, you guys. It is from the Rolling Stones. And wait, before you say this,
it looks like it's 1991, 1997, 96. It doesn't say like 2000.
so these are 30-somethings giving their take on.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks,
always
guys.
intrigued. Respect. Aretha
That's a
Franklin,
damn
number
good song.
5.
Motown? That's an awesome song.
Then we got 4. What's going on? What's
Marvin
going
Gaye.
on? Yep, see?
Love Marvin Gaye.
Let's go.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I do love Marvin Gaye.
That's number 4. And then we've got Imagine by John Lennon.
Yeah.
I don't remember that song.
It's a piano. I don't want to get monetized. Yeah, we don't want to get monetized.
I can't get no satisfaction.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, number 2.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that one.
I can't get no satisfaction.
Yeah.
At number 1, I never liked
Is it a
one
Phantom
song.
Fire song?
Yes, it is. 2 Dogs that we're doing this Saturday music video. Okay. Number
number one?
one
What's number
is Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan.
Oh hell no.
And I don't
Bob
care for any
Dylan
of
can-
his stuff.
Bob
so,
Dylan can- yeah,
so anyway,
I'm not a little hipster, guys. No. I
wasn't
thought-
anything hardcore.
Okay, guys. So what I got for my top 5 are
UFO, which I know is hard for him to like look into.
Yeah, I don't know much
Top
about
5.
UFO stuff. So, I'm back. God, woman. I'm not contagious. You're gonna give me hugs, damn it. All right. Number 5, the East Coast Go Fast video. That was a very interesting one. It was off, I think, off of Boston, right over there, and they saw a lot of aircraft. It's still going on right now, you guys. It's still going on even right now, where there's aircraft that's going against the wind, turning sideways, going at these incredible Mach 30 speeds. Yeah, there's a video of it up there. My number 4 is the Stevensville sighting, and this was
2008.
2008. Yeah. So just witnesses believe they saw a reminiscent of the Phoenix Lights thing. So if you remember the Phoenix Lights, I was in in '97, right, where this huge aircraft, which was not flares, by the
tiny.
way,
Not a tiny
moved
jet.
across the sky. And there are, I believe, we might do a topic on the Phoenix Lights.
There you go.
My father, who's long since deceased, saw that. He said it was huge. I mean,
Wasn't Tiny Tim.
no noise, nothing, and a lot of people.
mini-me.
Right. So the Stevensville Lights. The third one is the O'Hare International Airport saucer. This was filmed in Chicago in 2006. Right now, here's the weird thing,
These are all
Steph.
2000s.
Here's the weird thing. This thing shot up straight up through the clouds and left a hole in the clouds, and you can see it. And there's videos of it.
Wow. I have to look
Is that some
into
crazy
that.
shit? Yeah.
Holes
Number
and
2.
Shooting is really
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, and I'm looking for my number 2 is the USS Nimitz encounter. Okay, so this was in 2004 off the coast of San Diego, right? Right, and there is a whole bunch of stuff. You can look up Commander David Fravor. He talks all about this, and this 2004 incident is what led to the New York Times posting the story about this in 2017. This is a bunch of weird stuff.
Bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, where Commander David Fravor says, and I'm what am I saying? Paranoia. Yeah, I'm just making generalities out of this. He saw an aircraft coming out of the water that was the size of a huge Tic Tac, no wings, no nothing, but didn't break the surface of the ocean. And he saw this other like Tic Tac looking thing kind of coming down to meet it. It went from 80,000 feet to like 10 feet in like a second. Again, we don't have any craft that can go from 80,000 feet, which is near space, which is space, to the ground
Crazy.
in a second. We don't have anything like that. Nothing falls that fast that we have. Anyways, he saw this. He went to go investigate. The Tic Tac identified him and then started traveling towards him. Right? Now he had an original position, which they call a cap point. He had an original position that Commander Fravor was supposed to be at, but then he was called out by his dispatch or whatever to go check a look at this thing. So he goes over. This other Tic Tac meets him in the middle of the sky, and then he's circling around this Tic Tac because he's trying to find out where he's going. So he's going like in a circle, eventually to meet this Tic Tac. Well, this Tic Tac is following his motions, also coming up. Is that some crazy shit?
He must know UFO stuff.
He does. Okay. Okay. Now check this shit. Now check this shit out. He's going down like this. The Tic Tac goes like this. Stops. Stops in midair. Sees Commander Faber and shoots it straight across to his plane.
Crazy.
Yeah. Now the aircraft that Commander Faber was in can't do that.
Yeah. Right.
This thing did it, and then when it got to him, it shot past him. And then here's the weird part.
It's not even weirder.
It's not even
weirder.
The Tic Tac.
Yeah. Tic Tac and TikTok.
Went to his original cap point.
That's what created TikTok.
He went to his original cap point, which was like 30 miles away, in 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes TikTok.
How fast is that? That is
Can make
crazy
one
fast. So that was that. And then
and
number
then we
one.
got number one, finally.
The number one is the lights above the New Jersey Turnpike.
New Jersey. Well, we don't even have to tell that story.
We don't even have to tell
New
that
Jersey,
one.
you know how that is.
It's yeah.
A lot of alien UFOs.
Yeah. A lot of weird things in Jersey. Yeah.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey.
Baby. That's why they make reality shows.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to leave it at that because there's nothing really, Jersey
Shore.
Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah,
it's really pretty much the same, you guys.
Yeah.
We just leave it at that.
Got it.
All right, so we're almost done
right.
here. Is there anything that you want to say to the crowd, our awesome people that watch us weekly, that we bore and probably think we have some mental health issues?
Maybe.
Maybe
just
true. Maybe true.
Try to only send one per story or event to him per day, because I think he'll never sleep. So don't send him too many UFO things. He'll overwhelm and explode. That's what I say. There you go.
That's fair.
One per day.
That's fair. That's fair. My thing, you guys, just love each other. Have an awesome week this week coming up. Love and cherish the people who are important to you. Let them know that they matter to you, because I don't think we say that enough to people who matter to us.
Yeah.
There's a reason, right? It should be cool. Awesome. So do that and
Yes.
have an awesome week, you guys.
All right.
We will see you next week.
Yes.
Love you guys.
All
Have a
right,
good week.
ciao.
Bye. Woo!
Ciao.